Hey, what's going on? So in this video, we're going to cover 5 different businesses that you can operate primarily online in this coming year. Now, some of these are going to be businesses that are more home-based, while others on this list are going to be that type of business where you can operate from anywhere in the world. You could be in Paris, you could be in Berlin, you could be in Mexico City. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can make money through some of these businesses, while like I said, others might be a little bit more home-based. So let's get into this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and drop a like if you do find this video to be helpful. All right, so let's start with number 5, work our way down to number 1, not necessarily in any particular order, but I think there will be something on this list for everyone. So number 5 is by starting your own subscription box. Now, this is something that I've seen really emerging in the past few years, especially, and that is by operating your own subscription box service. So just to give you a couple examples of this, Dollar Shave Club, this is not an advertisement for Dollar Shave Club, but they have a very interesting business model where they have box subscription services where every month people who subscribe to Dollar Shave Club are going to get razors, maybe some other shaving materials within a box, and they're going to get that in the mail every month, or at least I believe that's how it works. I don't actually have Dollar Shave Club. Or you could look at Tai Lopez. If you're familiar with Tai Lopez and his mentor box that he's always talking about, this is where he'll send you multiple books in different packets and papers every single month in the mail, and then you can, read through all these materials and gain a lot of knowledge through that subscription box of mentor box. So what you can do here is find a niche that hasn't really been tapped into and then create your own box for this. And now there are a lot of boxes out there already, but there are still plenty of areas where they haven't really been fully tapped into. So for example, you could think of anything, maybe a coffee box where people get multiple bags of coffee every single month. They get different coffee beans from different places in the world every month. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun to get something in the mail every month and you're excited to see what it is. You open it up and it's different types of coffee, or maybe it's pet treats for your dog, or there's so many possibilities behind this that I thought it'd be cool to include it in this list. And you can really expand this and think about so many thousands of different ideas behind these subscription services, but you can really squeeze a lot of money out of a customer. And I shouldn't say squeeze, that sounds bad, but you can really get a lot of money out of a customer because this is a monthly subscription, and some of these people are gonna have these subscriptions for years to come. Now, the next one is something that you can primarily operate remotely online, but sometimes you will have to actually meet with clients, and that is by starting your own social media marketing agency or your own social media management firm. And so what you can do with this, you can actually market people's products, especially with Facebook advertising. A lot of businesses, they just don't know how to actually reach customers and generate leads. And so you can do this yourself. You can reach out to them, you can cold call them, you can email them. But what I found best is actually going out in person and talking to some businesses, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of this video. But once you get some clients, then you can actually do most of the work remotely. So you can generate leads for them remotely. And unless you're doing some video production and you're really in there talking to them a lot, you can do a lot of this from your own home or even a couple hundred miles away at sometimes like what I do, because I went into my chiropractor last year, got talking to him. I told him I was a marketing major. He asked me how to market his products, and then lo and behold, somehow I ended up generating leads for him and actually creating contracts with him and generating leads for him just by talking to him and having small talk that ended up into an actual business opportunity, which is how I ended up starting OBR Media. So if you don't want to start a marketing agency, you could just manage social media pages for other businesses who might want some help growing their pages, or maybe they're not able to post a lot of pictures all the time, not able to respond to comments and concerns of customers through their Facebook page or their Instagram or their YouTube channel. And so you can do that for them as well and manage those pages for them for a certain amount of money per month. Number 3 is to start your own clothing brand. Now, this is something that a lot of people find themselves failing in, and there's a big reason for this that we're going to get into in just a second here. But it seems as though everybody and their brother is trying to start their own clothing brand, and that's because people really overestimate the desire for somebody's brand who nobody really gives a crap about because it doesn't mean anything to them. But if you can operate this and you can grow this at the right level, that's when you can really see a lot of success. So for example, you could look at something like Supreme or Bathing Ape or some of these different brands that will sell $500 for a single t-shirt, and you kind of scratch your head and wonder how this is possible. These people did some serious branding and it's working very well for them. Somebody like Brett Conti, just some guy from New York who ended up starting Fortune New York and has a very, very successful clothing brand. And the reason for that is because they focused on one specific target market. And we've talked about this in the past, but if you want to start a clothing brand, you can do it and you can succeed in it. Many people do succeed in starting their own clothing brands, but you have to focus on one specific target market. So maybe that's going to be college fraternity guys, or maybe that's going to be people who love boats, or maybe it's going to be people who own chihuahuas. And so somebody very specific that you can market your products to, and that's how you can create a very successful clothing brand. And then maybe after time you can branch out, but you want to have a very focused audience at first with a clothing brand. And the reason why we're including it on this list is because nowadays, now that we're in 2018, a lot of these different clothing brands can be operated almost entirely online. So you can actually drop ship these products, which means that you can not have to physically make the t-shirts. You can get somebody else to make the clothing for you, and then they ship it out for you, and you just operate your own website. Maybe you can do this through something like Shopify or Teespring, and you can do this entirely remotely from anywhere in the world. Okay, now there's 2 more on this list. Number 2 is something that I never have talked about on this channel, and to be honest with you, that's because I really still am considering this as a business idea for myself, but I think I'm just going to throw it out here for everyone just to enjoy, and maybe you won't agree with it, maybe you'll think it's a stupid idea, but it's something that I've never really heard anybody talking about, and I want to share with you to maybe give somebody, at least one person who's watching this video, some idea that they might want to run with in the future. And so there's kind of a backstory behind this, but essentially what you can do is convert old VHS tapes and old family videos into a digital format. So a lot of people have these old family videos from the 90s and the early 2000s on these old tapes, and they want to preserve these. They want to keep these and they want to watch them on their laptop instead of having to pull out the old VHS player, which they probably don't even have. So they want to be able to watch these videos. And my dad actually called me up last year and he said, "Hey, Neil, I'm trying to convert these videos. I went down to CVS or he went down to the camera store, and they said that'll be $35 per tape for 40 tapes. That's over $1,000 to convert these tapes." And he was just absolutely taken aback by this price. And when I heard that price, I thought, oh my God, but wait a minute, how hard is it to actually do this? And so I looked into it. It's not hard to convert these tapes. You just need an old VHS player, a converter, a laptop. Not many materials are involved in order to do this. And so you can actually operate this business, and this is pretty theoretical. I do know that there are businesses out there who do this, but I never looked into it too much, but I thought I would include it in this list because it's something interesting where you can actually market this service to people through Facebook advertising, through advertising on Google, and then you can market these products to people, maybe baby boomers, maybe people who are getting older, and they have these old tapes of their kids and they want to watch those tapes, but they can't because they don't have a VHS player. You can market to them, and then they can send you their tapes and you can convert them, or you can find some other ways to do this. But I just thought it was very interesting, and I'd include it in this list. Now, there's one more on this list that you can do from anywhere in the world. So it's not necessarily a home-based business. You can do this from quite literally anywhere as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, and that is by starting your own affiliate marketing business. So if you're familiar with John Crestani, he's generated over $5 million per year in affiliate revenues. He's pretty famous within the affiliate marketing realm, and I'm actually gonna have him on this channel to discuss with you guys how he was actually able to do this and generate millions of dollars per year by marketing people's products for them. So that's what affiliate marketing is. You're marketing products for people. You can do this through your own product reviews. You can even make YouTube videos and review products, or you can do this through paid advertising, which is a lot of what he did through ClickBank. He did a lot of paid advertising, and he marketed a lot of other people's products and made a lot of money from them. So we're gonna have him on this channel at some point in the future in order to discuss that. But that wraps up this video. 5 different business ideas that you can operate from your home, or some of these from anywhere in the world, in order to make some money in this coming year. If you found the video to be helpful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment down below. I don't know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.